So this one is bone broth, and today I'm going to use my chicken bone broth. So I get mine every week from Riverford. My God, I've got a full chicken on the end there, and all I'm going to do is take the giblets off to put in my broth because it would be a waste. So I just order a couple of bags of carcasses. You believe it, that bag is £3.50, a bargain. So I have a couple of bags and that makes so much broth. So I've got my carcasses, which I'm just going to take out, and I'm going to roast those so they've got a really, really nice roast chicken flavour in the bones rather than putting them in raw, because I didn't find it was so not as nice anyway. Really simple. And what have I got here? Carrots, garlic, bit of rosemary, thyme, onion, my apple cider vinegar, some salt and pepper. Bingo. I'm just going to, once these are roasted, I'm just going to put it all in the pot and put it onto pressure cook. So, and that's it. Bone broth made simple. If you want to stick some other herbs in, just keep going. You want it the flavour you want it, so go for it. The goodness in this is unbelievable. And if you're on the programme, you'll have 2 cups a day, and that is so great just to take in a flask with you to anywhere you're going and have that lovely nutrients and the collagen, and so gut healing, it's ridiculous. I shall get going, get these in the oven and come back to you. The other thing I forgot to mention is that because, I am so not really a cook, and not my favourite thing at all, but I do love the outcomes. So the other thing I tend to do is use my paper again, because I can't bear it when the tray is absolutely full of dried blood that takes me forever to try and get off this tray. So I've lined up my little birds here. I'm not looking too hot with it like this, is there? This is horrible. That's why I don't like to put them in the pressure cooker like this. So I'm putting salt on them because when I get these from Riverford, there is so much meat still on them that it's crazy not to enjoy. My family really like to pick the crispy, salty skin off, and it adds loads and loads of flavour in the cooking of them. So fabulous. So they're going to go in the oven for, what do you normally cook? I don't know. I usually do about half an hour on sort of 200, 250, just to brown them right up. So they've got that lovely roasted bone flavour. Cool, in they go. So that's them looking deliciously crispy and great, really roasted nicely. So I just need to wait for them to cool down, because I've learned from experience, if I start trying to tear them apart now, I'm burnt. So I'll let them cool down and come back in about 20 minutes to strip off any of the chicken, because there's so much chicken on there that I can, make a little pot for my lunch tomorrow, which is amazing considering it's just £3.50 a bag of organic chicken carcasses. So definitely worth having like a Friday order. Okay, so I've put my stuff in the bottom there, and I've taken all of the bones there from my toasted roasted carcasses, and in they go. My veggies at the bottom there, and there's a little bit of fat on there, but that will come off in the once it's done. Oh, just now get enough liquid on there. There we go. A little more pepper. And whatever flavours you want. So whether you want to put chilli in there, whatever you desire. I've cooked in the same pressure cooker for years. My broths have been doing in a normal pressure cooker, but it died. So I invested in a 15-in-1 Ninja cooker. So I've got it onto the pressure. What have I got it on? I've got it on a delayed release. And so I put it on for 4 hours, and I'm just going to see how that turns out in the morning. So fingers crossed, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to, me being the non-cook, don't like cooking, like eating. So I'm trying, and I shall try it with you. So it's the following morning, and what I should have done is put those in the fridge last night, and then it would have been rock solid, and it's super easy just to peel all that up and pop the leftovers in the bin. nice and straightforward, because that's, for me, a really big deal. So I'm going to open up and see how my Ninja has done my broth. So let's have a little look, see? Turn you down, you know what I'm like. This is expert on the videoing, not. So, my broth, and plenty of it. So it's still nice and warm, so I can now just put that out, strain it, and pop it in my fridge, or freezer if there's too much. One of my super fatal mistakes that makes my heart sort of sink was when I have taken it out of my pressure cooker in the morning and forgotten to put a bowl underneath my strainer, and absent-mindedly let the whole lot drain down the sink. What a catastrophe. So do be conscious when you're doing it to have a bowl underneath. Look, all of that from one batch, and I've done some little diddy ones here for my father-in-law who's on the mend from an operation, so he's not getting much in, so I'll get him to have a little cup of those and I can top that up, and that's his little dose of my bone broth. I hope you enjoy. I mean, the biggest bind in this I've found is the washing up, but it's once a week, so really 10 minutes of washing up for a week's worth of broth is absolutely worth it. So enjoy making your broth and enjoy the results.